Hi everyone. Today we will discuss about the introduction to exception handling in Python, and what is the main purpose of this exception handling is that how understanding the fundamentals of handling errors gracefully in Python. What was the agenda for today is that what are the exceptions, try except block, handling multiple exceptions, the finally block, and example and use cases of it. So let's get started. So what are the exceptions? Its definitions that exceptions are events that occur during the execution of a program and disrupting the normal flow of instruction. So an exception we can be an abnormal event or error that occur only during the execution of the program. Like when you write a Python script which encounters an error, so it will raise the exception. So exceptions are the Python way of handling the errors and unexpected events. So what will do? They will help in writing the robust code by providing a mechanism so we can deal with the errors rather than crashing the programs. And what is the importance of exception? So basically we already know that proper exception handling helps manage errors and prevent abrupt program termination. Now we will move on to the try except block. So what it is? So try except block is a construct in Python used for handling the exceptions. So what it will do, it will allow us to write the code that might raise an error in the execution of our program. So if an exception occurs, it corresponds except block and the program continue to execute from there rather than abruptly terminating. So what we will so in the try block we the code that may raise an exception will come under the try block, and in the except we will it codes the program continue to execute from rather than abruptly terminating. So here is our syntax try, and here hashtag code that may be raise an exception. After that we will use the accept exception type as z. So it exception, there are several exception type like zero division error, file not found error. So these are the our exception we are counter here. So here the code will come that will handle the exception. For example, we have the try block which result equal to 10 divided by 0, which will give zero division error as e, and we are printing the error. Now we will go here. This is our first program. Here a has variable 10, a is variable numerical value 10 and b has 0. What we will do here is result equal to a divided by b. So what it will do, it will raise that zero division error. So here print result, we are printing the result. This line will not be executed due to the exception. Okay. Now in the end we are printing just hello keyword. So here see, this will raise a zero division error because you cannot divide by 0. So it will give the zero division error. So here it will see the marker here a divided by here exception has been occurred. This is how an exception handling works. Now what we will do, we'll check how to handle these using the try except block. This is how we have just showcase how a exception handling exceptions occurs, and this is how we will solve it. So what we will do, a equal to 10, b equal to 0. In the try block we have result equal to a divided by b, so this will raise a zero division error. And what we done in the, so that may raise an exception will come inside the try block. So here we have written it, and the accept it will execute the just printing the function. Now we will clear the program. and run it. See, it will give us the class zero division error occur. Rather than printing giving the error, it will just give us the class zero division error. Now here you can check how to handle the specific exception. So here we are considering the example of zero division error. So here what we have done only this, like that it will print the what type of class of the error it is giving. It is giving this zero division error only. Now we will try to resolve it. Okay. So what we are here, exception will occur and it will just print E, means only the zero division error it will print, division by zero, that will only print. This is how you handle the specific exceptions like zero division error. Now let's move on to the next thing, that means it handling multiple exception. So multiple except blocks for different exception types, and a common base class can can be used to catch multiple exceptions. So what it says that you can handle multiple exceptions on a single program or a single type of, or different types of exceptions at like multiple exceptions are there na, like value error, zero division error. So you can handle multiple exceptions on a single time. So here is the example. So we have used the try block. Here some value. So what is result equal to 10 divided by value. Like you are printing string 10 divided by s. So it will give the value error. So what it, because please enter a valid number. So here first exception is occurred and you have solved it. Now second one was the zero division error. Like you are dividing it by 0. So it will print the error cannot divide by 0. And the third one is accept exception as E, which will cover all the exceptions are present in our class exception. So what it will do, it will unexpected error occurred. Now we will check how to handle the multiple exceptions. So here we have taken a list 0a8 and we have a variable a, that is 10. Now what we are here doing is we are taking 4 val in num. That means we are iterating the list. First one is try block, where the exception will occur. Result a int comma int value. So it will print the result. So first one is accept type error, like inappropriate argument or something you will do. So it will cover that. Second one is zero division error, and third is value error. Third is accept exception as E3. Now what I am doing will be, see, invalid literal for int with base 10 and record. E2 invalid literal for int with base 10. Okay, now you will clear what you will do 0 as 0. Let's see the error occur division by 0. Okay, one by step we will here write a value. It will give you the, I think the first one will zero division error, third will be value error, I think so. We will do, see, invalidator for int with base 10. Okay, second one is division by 0, and third will be, there will be, okay, division by 0 error. And you can do here 10 also, which we just will give you the value 0. This is how you handle the multiple exception in a single program. Now let's move on to the custom exception. Now you have already learned about the what are the exception, what are the try catch block, except block, and how to handle the multiple exceptions. Now you will create custom exception also for your program. So you can create user defined exception for specific error scenarios, like you know that this will create the error and you want to don't want to give the error to other programs also, like in multiple exception classes. So you can use the define custom exceptions to resolve that issue. Like for example, you will use the class with custom error and the exception. This is the def init self comma message, self dot message equal message. This is how you create the class, normal simple class, custom error. Now what you are using is you are using the try. And how do you will uh, custom exception work? You will use the raise keyword. So raise custom error. This is a custom error, and accept you are using resolving the your custom exception. Now first I will clear here. I'll delete it. Here. So what we are doing is we are creating a invalid age exception. Okay, this is a class we have created, invalid age exception, and inside we have base class and reserve class. Age is not valid, and we are moving on. We are using pass, which will move to other class. So what we are here is class license system. So in license system, we are calling the invalid age exception. Okay, this is the inheritance we are doing, base class and child class. So what we are doing is def check age self comma age. Okay, now in try, if age greater than 18, less than 18, raise invalid age exception, or else you are eligible. Accept invalid age exception, age is not valid. Okay, so what we are using here is we are checking the age 30. Now we will run the program. See, you are eligible. Okay, like 10 we are doing, age is not valid. See, only error you are giving. See, not support instance string and int. So it will giving the invalid age exception. Okay, or you can do here like we will write -5. What will give? Let's check it. The age is not valid. This is the program invalid age exception. This is how you custom exception you are using. And let's clear with another example. Here we have created the program custom exception for number guessing game. Okay, I will comment out the program. So here first one is class error exception, base class for other exception, and second is value too small, means you are using this inputting the small value, it will raise the exception, and value too large means you are creating the way larger than the normal we are expecting. So here we have number 10, while true, in try I num int input enter a number. If I number less than number, value too small. If it is greater than, value too large, and it will break the program. Now except we will how you handle the exception. So you are using except value too small error. This value is too small, try again. This value is too large, try again. This will cover the large error, this will cover the small error. Okay, here number 10 is here now. So what we'll do, will 7. So value is too small, try again. 9, 15. See, value is too large, try again. 12, 10. So congratulations, you guessed it correctly. This is how the multiple exception you can give custom exception for a number guessing games. So we have created the 3 custom exception, and here we have resolved the issue. This is how you uh, custom exception handling works. It is very important if you are doing a bigger programs. Now, in the end, the finally block. What it do? It will execute code regardless of whether an exception occurred or not. Useful for cleanup operation. So this is how the syntax work. Try, you know very well, raise the exception, accept exception and type as E, which will handle the exception, and finally code to be executed no matter what. So here we are using the try except block with file handling. So what we are doing is try f equal to open test.txt, f.read, keyboard interrupt, you cancel the reading from the line, and third one is file not found error, and finally which will run the program. Okay, that object not found. Either these work or not, this will execute every time. Either because main purpose of finally is that you will know that this exception is working or not. So here we will run the program. See, file not found, object not found. This is working here. Object not found. This is how the system works. Okay. That this is the finally block which will run if the exception is working or not. And in the end, we have the use cases like user input validation, like handling invalid input gracefully, file handling, manage error when opening or reading the files. Like here in the end, we have used the file not found. So this is the error will come when you don't use the file. And third one is network operations, like for network related errors during web scraping, or database operation, handling database connection error. And how what are the best practices of it? It will specific exception handling, like catch specific exception rather than using a broad exception clause. Logging exceptions, like using logging to record exception detail for debugging, like you can create a file where you can store when and where exceptions are occurring. So and third one is keep try blocks minimal, like limit the amount of code within the try block. Use the less code in the try block, so it will be easy to understand what is happening. And then what we have done, exception are event that disrupt the normal flow of a program. Second thing, try except block handle exception gracefully. Third one, the final block ensure code execution regardless of exceptions. And fourth one, use case demonstrated, and we are already done the try except, custom exception, multiple exception handling. So this is it from my side. Thank you so much.